this match on Fortnite, which can be a pretty slow map. It's EdsynousPrim versus dudiobugtron. I just thought it'd be fun to watch because actually Cast recommended it, but also it's good to see some cool strategies and some really boring ones too. One thing about Fortnite is with all those obstacles, if you're not clearing them, then you're kind of fighting around them the whole match and they get really annoying. But if you do clear them, then you're kind of just spending heaps of time clearing them instead of fighting, which is not so fun. Watch this play though. This is the play that wins the match probably. But you see Edsy brings out half on turn 2, and I've got no way of dealing enough damage to kill it because I went for the Gravedigger counter open, and it means that you can't really punish that, and he just gets a free central capture, which kind of reduces. So if I want to capture that back, I've got to use my snowball there. Is that what it's called? It's not called snowball, it's called raise mouth. I'm going to use my little raise mouth. We get unicorn coming out because Edsy knows it's going to be a very long, boring game, so you might as well put traps everywhere and play a really slow turret. But you see, I'm just wasting my 1 key here to get the thing back. As it turns out, if I hadn't done that, maybe I could have used Ogre, but actually what happens, you'll see later in the game, is that that's not what happens. Someone else uses Ogre instead. So, you might want to fast forward to this part of the video, you'll see in a second why, but it's not super exciting. This is a high level Fortnite gameplay at its finest, perhaps, you might say. So, I won't bother skipping because there's, it's not too, each turn doesn't take too long, but before we go this, I quickly want to show you how EdsynousPrim's heart has about 6,000 HP now. If it gets down to 4,000, that's going to be when Ogre can come out and be useful. So I'm sitting here thinking, oh yeah, I'm just dealing free damage to a heart. If he doesn't want to attack, that's fine with me. But all the while, Edsynous has a secret plan up his sleeve. I knew he was going to bring out Ogre, but I just I thought I could deal with it. We'll see. One thing that's really good, because he got that early capture with half A, then what it means is that we've got even keys now. So when we have a team fight later in the match, which eventually will happen, I don't get that 1 key advantage, and usually waiting until the end of the game is a really bad idea for player 1, because I'd have 1 key extra as player 2 that I could just use to have an advantage in the fight. But here, because of that early half A central capture, I mean, as long as you don't mind using half A in the fight, then you've got that, you don't have that key disadvantage. So anyway, it's getting pretty close to the situation now, so we'll see if Ogre comes out in a second. There's Hef doing a little Ogre welcoming dance. There we go. He's the star player. Now you can see it's spent a huge amount of keys here, and still has 3 in reserve, so that's going to be pretty useful maybe. But I thought I was so clever here. You know, there's 2 mechs on the field, and they've got no fire units. I mean, he could bring out Snowball later to defrost, but we'd have to kill something first. So I pretty much get to freeze, and Ogre isn't very useful. It does a lot of damage, but it's not very useful. Unless it can deal damage. But there's Hef doing its job again. So I thought Dozer was a great choice here too, because if he has to capture with something, now I put it in place and I can just slowly kill it. And he has to come to me. I don't want to advance because of all the unicorn traps. But I obviously did a little failure here of strategy, and you'll see that Edsy's strategy is very good. Rusty's trying to help out. That's pretty much all he does in the game. But here comes the strategy. Watch this damage. That's ridiculous. I'm sure he can't kill it, but you know, what do I do now? I can't really find anything. If I walk up to any of the mechs, I'm dead. Yeah, Dozer has a whole bunch of hit points. My Dozer in particular is a bit lower level than some of the other enemies and allies. I'll just do a quick show you all the different stats of the units. So we've got Ogre there. We've got my his Gravedigger and mine, slightly higher level. And we've got Hef is level 15, and Frosty's level 16. They're just relatively new, so they're not as high level. Hevo's 17, Unicorn's 20 because it's old boy. And then we've got real Rusty over here representing. We've got Dozer's level 14, so Dozer's the youngest teammate. But you can see how much. Look at this. Like, how am I supposed to fight when my health is gone? Anyway, let's stop complaining. there and there's not much I can do about it. I'm quite impressed that you managed to play aggressively with Unicorn and get no chat damage. It still works. So I can't body block for Dozer unfortunately, or for Moodlewing because Evo has Lob, and this is a pretty cool play as well. So I thought Moodlewing was safe there, but it wasn't. Because I didn't think he could kill Frosty, I just forgot about Snowball. And of course Hef, who, even though you ignore him, did one damage. If I'd had 2 more health, I could have survived. Anyway. So watch Dozer just tank like 40 million shots here. See, one thing that Snowball could have done, instead of killing Frosty, was just unfreeze Ogre this turn, so it's a pretty good play. Leaving 3 keys available by Edsy as well. Means maybe my Frosty play wasn't so clever after all. That's how Hero gets...
That was so satisfying.
That's how Hero gets that MVP, just by getting killed. But that's how it works. Same for Dozer as well, he got most of his points too. Being a fatty. Half doing his job there, not letting me kill myself on Snowball's reflect damage. So mean. GG's, and you see Ogre. So how to use Ogre is basically walk him up to the enemy and hit with him. That's what you need to do. It's ridiculous. So much damage. That's okay, hey. You did your job well. Alright, there you go. There's the game.